Tonight on It's the Law, the controversial bathroom bill in North Carolina is stirring up a lot of conversations about the rights of transgender people. The bill was signed into law in March, and many say it's anti-LGBT. Let's bring on our legal analyst, Jay Davis. Jay, let me set this up for you. The bill basically directs all public schools, government agencies, and public colleges to require people to use bathrooms and changing rooms based on their biological sex on their birth certificate. That means if transgender people wanted to use an opposite bathroom, they would have to get that changed on their birth certificate. The Department of Justice is suing the state's suing the Department of Justice. Jay, it's a big thing. Many companies and even entertainers have pulled out of North Carolina saying that it's anti-LGBT. Your thoughts, what do you think is about all of this?
Well, I think particularly that there's a lot of things wrong with Title IX, which is the federal government controlling what's going on in our school systems and our universities and that type of thing. The problems that I've had have not been related to transgender issues. They've been related to accusations on campus. For example, if a woman, or a guy for that matter, but it's primarily a woman accusing a guy of a sexual type crime, Title IX requires so much protection on the woman that the guy cannot get a fair trial or a fair check within the university system. And that leaves a lot of times where if there is a misreport or a failure, or somebody who makes a slight report and then it's blown to an extreme, their protections that they're required to do under Title IX are totally a disservice to a guy or anyone accused of some sort of sexual crime. Here, what you've got, just as in that case, you've got two sides. You've got two people who have rights, two groups of people who have rights. You have a group of people who are transgender, and they have some sort of right to have a restroom in a public place that is designated that they could use. They may not be comfortable in a restroom. For example, a transgender that is going male to female may be very uncomfortable in a male restroom because, particularly on campuses and that type of thing, they might catch a lot of flack, a lot of discrimination from the people in that restroom. And by the same token, somebody who goes in, a male or a female goes into a women's restroom, they have a right to expect that to be excluded from males. And if it's based on a gender identity, it's a very broad basis. It's a very nebulous basis. So you can have guys who walk in now to a woman's restroom on a college campus and go, hey, I felt like a woman today. So you create a lot of problems that there's not really a way to address. So it's going to have to work its way through the courts because there are clearly two sides that have to be addressed. Both have rights. It's a balancing of those rights.
All right, Jay, thanks so much. And as always, we want to hear your legal questions. If you have any, email us at itsthelaw@41NBC.com. We'll do our best to answer it during our It's the Law segment each Wednesday on the news at 6. When we come back, one last look at tonight.